Pay attention and listen because NASA found heaven using the Hubble telescope. I'm not sure about this information, but I'm sharing this with you guys. You will know what to do with the information because NASA has told us a lot of things. Now, they've told us that the earth is round, but people don't believe that earth is round. In short, they've said a lot of things that people feel are false. This is the reason why I don't want to make you guys believe that this is true. I'm just sharing because this just popped up on my For You page. So I thought of just sharing the information with you guys. I don't know what you're going to do with this information, but yeah, I am sharing it just the way it is. Don't forget to subscribe as I continue to bring you interesting videos. Give my videos a thumbs up by tapping on the like button, and of course sharing your views or opinions rather on what you think about my videos. With that said, here's the video. Check it out. I will be right back with more details to this story.
Okay, the Hubble telescope launched back in 1990. 4 years later, 1994, we get that image right there. Okay, you know, shot back down to Earth from the Hubble telescope. Now, what did NASA do? Of course, they tried to hide it, but it didn't work. Now, by the way, that picture right there, my uncle gave me that picture. It was taken by a photographer at Ellington Airfield of the Hubble telescope. You know, you guys know my uncle worked at NASA, and he told me that NASA, you know, does in fact try to hide images and anomalies from the public. Okay, I just wanted to include that little tidbit of information in my video today. But check it out. I mean, look, you can see towers, pillars, caves. I mean, it looks like a man-made building. Okay, this galactic city in the middle of the universe. I mean, this is mind-blowing. Like, you know, I thought it was fake, but this, like I said, guys, this is a real NASA image leaked to the public. And I don't know why I've never heard about it. I was watching another channel last night, and they covered the topic here, and I was blown away. I mean, it's quite beautiful, actually. And the crazy thing is, okay, when it was leaked back in 1994, it was one day after Christmas. So was that intentional? You know, because they're calling it, you know, the city of God. You know, so to me, I mean, I don't know, was that someone at NASA that, you know, is basically trying to send us, you know, the American people, the Earth, the world, for the world, really, when we're talking about the Hubble telescope, are they trying to send us a message? I mean, what are we looking at here, guys? Crazy. I mean, it reminds me of like ancient ruins like on Mars or the moon or, you know, or any planet for that matter, but check it out. And it has like these weird domes and tower, almost like a watchtower, and you can actually see different rooms. And I mean, to me, there's too many shapes and there's too much geography there. It doesn't look natural, okay? And again, it's very beautiful to look at. You know, when I saw it, I just kind of stared at it for a while. I was like, wow, that is absolutely beautiful. But I mean, right there's the original image right there. I did add a little bit of a filter, but like I said, at the end of the video, I'm going to show you the original NASA image untouched. I mean, right there, guys. Here we go. We're going to zoom in a little bit. I mean, that to me, I don't know, that does not look natural. And why would something like that be literally floating in space, right? And right there, you see that little tower? And is that like a little moon? Maybe they have two moons behind them. It looks like a city. You know, like something you would see like on Google Maps. I mean, totally crazy. Like there's a little tunnel right there, some caves, and almost like a V-shaped roof back there, you know, some type of awning. I don't know, guys. I mean, you tell me what you think in the comment section, because you know, I'm completely blown away here. You know, and when you put all the facts together, the fact that it was leaked, okay, NASA tried to classify the picture, right? They tried to hide the picture from the public, but it was too late. Reporters already had their hands on it. And by the way, you know, it's kind of buried on the internet. You know, I actually saw another channel covering it, you know, so I thought, wow, like I have to make a video. Now, originally, you know, when the picture came back down to NASA, they thought it was like, you know, like a lens flare or something like that. But the image, you know, was studied under a microscope. You know, back then they had magnifying glasses. I mean, I'll leave the article below, but NASA verified it is a real image from Hubble telescope 1994, the day after Christmas, leaked to the public. So think about that. If you know how the Hubble works, I forget the exposure times, but basically the photo was taken probably on Christmas Day or right around there. I mean, crazy, right?
So you may have been hearing about NASA finding heaven or locating heaven and taking pictures of this place, and now it is supposedly leaked, just like we have seen in this video I just shared. But according to the Bible in Genesis chapter 1, heaven is a real place. It is a part of God's creation. However, according to books like Revelation, Thessalonians, James, Corinthians, heaven cannot be captured by human technology. Heaven is where the presence of God dwells mainly, and so it is far above all dimensions. It is above the air spaces. It is above the stars. It is above the heavens. And so with that, if you want to go to heaven, you can only do so through Jesus, because Jesus is the door. But according to NASA, this is a real image that was observed in 1994 and was top secret, and NASA refused to acknowledge the existence of this photo. Why? This is a very important question. Now, the book of Isaiah literally tells us that God himself is above the firmament and watches us down below. They tried to claim it was satire, but you can look it up for yourselves. They claim it's miles away, but we know it's not true, because that's not the only thing they've found in space. They've found a lot of things that they claim is what they claim. Now, despite new repairs to the Hubble telescope, NASA refuses to release old photos or take new ones of heaven. In 1994, a researcher was smuggled one top secret photo the Hubble Space Telescope had taken of what is presumed to be heaven. Now, Weekly World News was the first to print the image and report on Dr. Mason's findings, but despite the media coverage, NASA refused to acknowledge the existence of the photo. Now that the Hubble has been repaired and NASA is officially releasing some of its new findings, the Weekly World News editorial team believes it is NASA's responsibility to further investigate this space anomaly. Now, NASA has yet to respond, but this is the photo that was taken of heaven. This is the photo that they showed of heaven. Now, just days after Space Shuttle astronauts repaired the Hubble Space Telescope in mid-December, the giant lens focused on a star cluster at the edge of the universe and photographed heaven. That's the word from the author and researcher Mason, who quoted highly places NASA insiders as having said that the telescope beamed hundreds of photos back to the command center at Goddard Space Flight Center in Greenbelt on December 26. Now, the picture clearly shows a vast white city floating eerily in the blackness of space, and the expert quoted NASA sources as saying that the city is definitely heaven, because life as we know it couldn't possibly exist in icy, airless space. This is it. This is the proof we've been waiting for, Dr. Mason told reporters. Through an enormous stroke of luck, NASA aimed the Hubble telescope at precisely the right place at precisely the right time to capture these images on film. I'm not particularly religious, but I don't doubt that somebody or something influenced the decision to aim the telescope at that particular area of space. Was that someone or something God himself? Given the vastness of the universe and all the places NASA could have targeted for study, that would certainly appear to be the case. NASA spokesperson declined to comment on the author's report pending further analysis of the photographs received on December 26. Now, in spite of the official silence, agency insiders concede that NASA has discovered something that might alter the future of all mankind. They also confirmed that President Bill Clinton and Vice President Al Gore have taken a keen personal interest in the photographs and have requested daily briefings. Dr. Mason said, the Hubble Space Telescope was designed to photograph images as far away as the edge of the universe, but a lens flaw prevented it from doing so until shuttle astronauts corrected the defect during a recent mission. When they finished their work, the telescope trained its enormous glass eye on the outer reaches of the universe. From what I understand, the first images it received view nothing more than kaleidoscopic bursts of color and light. As adjustments were made and the focus sharpened, NASA analysts couldn't believe their eyes. After checking and rechecking the data, they concluded that the images were authentic. They also theorized that the city couldn't possibly be inhabited by life as as we know it. The only logical explanation was that the city was inhabited by the souls of the unalived. As one of my sources put it, we found where God lives. It has been rumored that the space agency has forwarded photographs to Pope John Paul II at his request, but Vatican sources will neither confirm nor deny it. Now, Dr. Mason, who obtained copies of a single photograph from her NASA sources, says the space agency's next move will be most revealing. This is a chance for NASA to come clean with the public and tell us everything it knows, she said. So basically, this is the story that NASA found heaven using the Hubble telescope. But what do you, my viewers, think about this video? Share your comments down below in the comment section and let's hear what you have to say about this. Thank you for watching and see you in my next video as I bring you another interesting video.